Ravel Djoumekou offered to Kaizer Chiefs. Edson Castillo might be staying after all because of this one very important thing. Happy Mashiane has made a plea with Kaizer Chiefs despite reasons. And we will also talk about what Willard Katzande is saying about Kaizer Chiefs and talk about whether or not he's right about this. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pelo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. We start with this very first story from newspapers. Now, we have to be very specific when we talk about this. This is not a player who Kaizer Chiefs are looking to sign, okay? Because I know this thing, I saw some highlights written, Kaizer Chiefs eyeing a Cameroonian striker. No. Kaizer Chiefs are not eyeing this guy. This guy has been offered to Kaizer Chiefs by his representatives. Whether that's true or not, I do not know, because we know that sometimes agents use such players or use Kaizer Chiefs to sell their players. So let's be very careful and not say this striker is wanted by Chiefs. No, it's still up to Kaizer Chiefs and the scouts to look at the player and think, do we actually want him? Because they heard that, hey, Kaizer Chiefs are still looking for a striker. And then according to these reports, they are saying that then the striker who's currently playing in TRC was then offered to Kaizer Chiefs. He's 25, he's Cameroonian, and I looked all over the internet and tried to find anything about him. And even on transfer market, there's just nothing much, because obviously if you are playing in TRC, the league is not that high of a level, so they're not going to be keeping up with the stats. So we know nothing about this player, and this is just him. In case you see someone saying Chiefs are fumbling a deal, they're not fumbling anything, okay? Right. Let's move on to some good news, because Edson Castillo might be staying at Kaizer Chiefs after all. And I love it, right? I love it because what is happening right now, let's give context to this. So the talks were, from Castillo's point of view and his representatives, they were not feeling comfortable with how they were being treated or how Castillo was being seen by the coach, which is Nasreddin Nabi. We do not know how true that is once again. That's what reports are saying. And because of that, they then wanted or started looking for a club that Edson Castillo could play for. But as it happens, the hunt for this new club has not been successful, because to the present day, he has not found a team that can sign him. But most importantly, he has not found a team or options that can actually be suitable for him in terms of machankura financially. Because if he were to go back to Venezuela, he would not be earning as much as he's earning at Kaizer Chiefs, which means realistically the best option he has is South Africa. Because think about it, the guy is 31, so that means teams in Europe, teams in Saudi will not really be looking to risk it on a 32-year-old. But on the other hand, at Kaizer Chiefs, he could still give us depth. He could still give us the things that, we've been wanting from him when he's fit and playing under a good coach. So I think that him staying for whatever reason, whether he's staying for money or not, I think that could be a motivation for him to continue playing, because of his age, he sees that, hey, no one is buying me, and I still have 1 year contract. Might as well make the best out of this. So I hope that no team finds him and that Kaizer Chiefs ends up finding a way to accommodate him to a team. So while you're here, please do make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are very close to reaching 60,000. As of recording, we're on 59,712. So we just need how much? Kulman Bantu Bemet. We need 288 subscribers before the 30th. So we can get those. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, which then brings us to happy Mashiane, who, by the way, in case you did not notice, did not travel with the team to Netherlands for the preseason. And why, you ask? Well, simple. He is expected to leave the club. It might be via a loan, it might be a permanent, when they buy, if they buy him, which usually doesn't happen. Chiefs players don't usually get sold to other South African teams. They just go, right, if their contract is over, or they go overseas. So the most likely scenario that could happen with him, Mashiane, is him getting released by Kaizer Chiefs. But there's a twist. Of course, take it with a pinch of salt. It's from Laduma. They are saying that Happy Mashiane has asked for the last chance from Kaizer Chiefs. Once again, I checked the internet. I did not say anything that says how long his contract is for, because we know if it was up, he would have been released. So it's probably ending next year. So they are saying that he has asked for a last chance. He has asked to be given another chance to play, and compete, which is now going to be very tricky, because Shinga is almost like Mashiane, just that's probably slightly better. And then you have Cross, who's better defensively. And then you have Aiden McCarthy, who's going to be better defensively and much more composed if we play him in that position. And you have Marco, who's more experienced. So there's a lot of competition. The brother here had all the time in the world to own that position. There was a time when Cross was not performing that well. Mashiane did not take that opportunity. So for him to now, if these reports are to be believed, ask for a last chance now, I just think that his last chance was a year ago, last season. He could have done this when we needed. Like when Titloko left, that was time to step up. He was given opportunities, but it never really seemed like what we wanted him to be. And I know some people, when we talk about Happy Mashiane, they always bring the fact that, he's not a left back, he's a winger. But the thing is, show me Happy Mashiane dribbling someone 1v1 and just being a wizard on the wing. What we talk about Happy Mashiane mostly when we bring up his name is how good of a crosser he is. So that usually comes from left back, right back. Wingers are expected to take people on and dribble past them. But full backs, they can overlap and whip the crosses into the box. So that's the situation that he finds himself in. He's not better than the wingers that we have, but at the same time, he's now fallen down the pecking order when it comes to left backs as well. Speaking of, I don't even know, this is not connected. Willard Katzande is saying that he's happy with Kaizer Chiefs and the balance that they've struck when they were signing players. Number one, the signing of the players, and then the mixing with the young players. I think Nabi has been very good with doing this, because even last year, he had Abo Ozemena in the preseason camp, and now he had Abo Mabaso, Abo Khoesa, Abo Hlongwane, So I think that this should be continued, because clearly Kaizer Chiefs do not have the financial muscle as Sundowns. But besides the fact that we don't have the financial muscle as Sundowns, Kaizer Chiefs also have a very good development. It's just that the problem happens when too much is expected from the boys who are coming from development, because the pressure of playing for Kaizer Chiefs is just too much. And it's even worse now, since everyone who has a phone thinks that they are right and they can just write whatever nonsense towards these teenagers who are still trying to find their way in a Kaizer Chiefs shirt. So I think that Nabi is doing very well to slowly integrate these boys. And I think that it will pay dividends sooner rather than later. And by the way, the Toyota Cup will be shown on SABC 1, so do check that out. And by the way, today I also got the chair. It's there. I need to assemble it. I just haven't had time. So shout out to everyone who has contributed. But those of you who wanted to contribute and want to support the channel, you can still do that by supporting the channel through depositing your hard-earned money over here, so that you can help me continue making such content. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals alpelumoy.